Hey guys, so it's been about a month since my last video, so I wanted to give you an update on the goings-on in the greenhouse. In short, things have gone crazy. I'll just give you a quick tour here. The eggplant has finally flowered. Now supposedly it's a self-fertilizing, so I've done the electric toothbrush technique on it. Hopefully that's fertilized it and we'll get an eggplant out of that. We've got squash, you can see down there. I have to hand fertilize the squash, which is kind of weird, but I'm taking the place of the bumblebees in here. I figured out a pretty simple technique for doing it, but I won't bore you with the details. So we've got a lot of squash. Like I said, in various stages. There's a big one over here doing pretty well. Came to a realization and learned that cucumbers are vines and that they like to climb. So I built a trellis system for them to climb up, and they have embraced it. And you can see all these little tendril feelers that they send out, and they'll loop around the structure, kind of like that, right there. There we go. The basil has doubled in size. It's huge. We've actually used that in some soup. But the real story is the tomatoes. They are a little scary, actually. They have grown to almost the roof. I built these bamboo kind of trellises in here that I built with, I ordered some bamboo off Amazon, and I just used zip ties to link them together, and they seem to be working out pretty nicely. I am going to have to cut these things back. I mean, if you look up there, that's over 8 feet. In fact, I think that tallest one's probably at 9 feet. It's just too tall. And it's wasting resources on growing something that I can't reach anyway, so I'm going to cut them all back. And I just think it's astounding that 2 months into this, I'm having to cut back the tomatoes. I've got lots and lots of these little cherry tomatoes. You can see that in there. It's got some flowers in there, but that's the regular type tomato. You can see that down there. More cherries right here. More in various stages. But yeah, they're doing nicely. Got some regular tomatoes here. And I've actually got some tomatoes that are starting to turn. So Renuka will be enjoying those. But the growth has just been insane. I found some fertilizer that really seems to be working, and I'm really, really pleased with it. I do have I've got some yellowing on this tomato plant that I just can't seem to stop. You know, so I'm still working on that. Maybe it's a fungicide. I don't know if it's a fungus or if it's a some kind of deficiency. I don't know, but this one was hugely susceptible to fungus and never really recovered. So I call this one the Charlie Brown Christmas tree because the tomato's about to pull it over. Peppers. Ooh, I have a pepper right there, and actually I didn't even know it was there. Renuka found it for me. I didn't even see it because it was kind of tucked back under a leaf. The pepper plants have really kicked off too since the weather's turned a lot warmer. I think the cold was kind of knocking them down. This is okra. You can see that stands about 16, 17 inches tall. It does kind of look like maybe it's starting to flower. It's hard to tell. But this is what, yeah, this is what a lot of times when police raid aquaponics gardens, they'll mistake okra, because this is what sometimes its leaves look like. They'll mistake this for marijuana. And that's about it. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. So, oh, what have I built? Like I said, I built the trellises to support the tomatoes and the cucumbers. And this was my project yesterday. I have built a water tower. I've got a lot of trouble with evaporation, and I'm tired of having to deal with it 5 gallons at a time in a bucket. So I bought these big containers and built this tower so I can treat 60 gallons at a time. And I'm going to rig up some plumbing. I'll come out here with some PVC and I'll run that directly into the sump with a ball valve. And then when I need some water in there, I just flip that ball valve rather than having to truck 5-gallon buckets in here one at a time, which is just messy and really kind of a pain. It's a lot more work than it needs to be. So that's about it. I'm not even going to take the tarp off the fish. It's still just the goldfish, so I can't seem to get that pond supplier to call me back. I don't know what their deal is. Anyway, that's about it. Hope you guys are doing well. Later.